Hi, second graders. It's time for your Thursday purple packet. And I'm going to put it on the screen here and show you all of the work. And that will give you maybe a chance to do what you're ready to do. Maybe you can use a slate or a scrap piece of paper and fill in what you think all of these answers are going to be. Just jot them down. So what you could do here is pause this and try all this work on your own. And when you're ready to see if your answers match what I have, then start playing it again. So I'm going to give the answers now. Our first thing is the articles a and an. They come before nouns, and they need to be correctly chosen based on if the word after it is starting with a vowel sound or a consonant sound. So here we're picking, and our word is door, and door starts with d. Door starts with a consonant sound, so we would pick a. We heard a door slam. The last one to try, our blank, is right in front of this word, orange. And orange begins with a vowel sound, or, right? And vowel sounds need to have this word in front of it. So the sentence would be, my favorite snack is an orange. Now, with your work today is a assignment to submit, where you will type a or an in front of some words and pictures to help you. It's another way for you to practice and show us how you're understanding these articles. Let's go on to our formal or informal language. This first one says, "What's up, bro?" Now, that kind of sounds like something you'd say to a friend, right? You probably wouldn't talk to a teacher that way or a grown-up that you're trying to impress. Bro is, slang. It's not really, it can be thought of as the word brother as short, but it also can just be friends, that type of a thing. What's is a contraction. All of those things mean you are using informal language. Now, number 2 and number 3 are very similar. One is formal and one is informal. Maybe you didn't know this. Number 2 says, he puked all over the floor. And number 3 says, he vomited on the floor. The one that's more formal, the one that maybe a doctor would use, or somebody who understands, sicknesses and medicine, they're not using the word puked. They're using the word vomited. So puked is kind of a slang word. It's informal. There's lots of words that people use for that. But if you were at a doctor's office and they were giving the official report on your illness, they would use the word vomit, and that's formal. Okay. On to our pencil sentence. Edit the sentence fragment. Remember, fragment means it's just part of a sentence. This is not complete. All it says is eating hot dogs with his friends. Even though it's plenty long, even though there's a capital and an end mark, doesn't make it a sentence. It's got to have both parts, a subject and a predicate. So we're kind of left wondering, who is eating hot dogs with his friends? So we'll make a new beginning here, because who the sentence is about normally starts a sentence. And that means this capital E is no longer needed. Slash that, so that will be lowercase instead. And all we have to do really is choose a person to say this for. So how about something like, it's got to be a boy though, right? Because it says his friends. So we can say Walter was eating hot dogs with his friends. So we have a person doing this. All right. On to what we're working on down here. I think you remember these are called idioms. They're not really what they sound like. If you said, we had a blast at the party, I know you've used that phrase. That means a really good time. That's what a blast is. We had a really good time at the party. It has nothing to do with explosions. It's not meant to be exactly like it says. It's a figurative meaning, not literal. Okay. Now, finally, our shades of meaning. Shades of meaning are words that are basically thought of as synonyms, words that mean the same, but there's enough difference in them. Now, all of these words here, I'm going to read them. Clean, scrub, rinse, scour. They're all having to do with washing, right? Getting something clean. And we have to put them in order from the bottom to the top to get to the top word, meaning the way something would get the cleanest. Now, I'm going to probably type a little further down here, but our bottom word, the word that does the least amount of cleaning, is just the word rinse. You know, like if you went to the sink at school and you just quickly rinsed your hands, I would say, hey, those aren't clean. Those, you haven't washed your hands. Get back there and use some soap and not just rinse, right? Rinsing doesn't do the same. So what would be even more clean than rinse? I'm going to type up a little bit here. That would be the word clean. Yeah, you would use some soap. Okay. We're getting even more clean if we use the remaining ones, scrub and scour. If you can think about scrubbing, you're doing a lot of rubbing, right? You might have a rag, you might have a brush, you just might use your hands, and you might make a lot of like back and forth motions. And that is a way to get things even cleaner, is to scrub. So if you scrubbed your hands, you would be cleaning with lots of action. The cleanest of the cleans is when things need a ton of cleaning. You might scour them. Scour. They even have such things called scouring pads. They're things you buy that if you have something so dirty, it's a really rough cleaning pad and it scrapes. And it is the type of thing you would use for the toughest cleaning you can do. So if you scoured something, you have not just rinsed it, not just cleaned it, not even scrubbed it. You have really done the cleanest of cleaning you can do. So that's the shades of meaning today. All of those things are really good for you to be a better writer, a better speaker, and of course, it even helps you in understanding what you're reading. So keep working on those things, and don't forget, today there is an worksheet type of thing to get into Google Classroom as well and submit your work. Get a hold of us if you're not sure how. Thanks.